the second bear I've seen. So one of the secrets to a good producing garden is having good soil. It's just as important as getting enough sunlight, enough heat, enough water. The soil, arguably almost more important because it's like the foundation, right? So what I found works pretty good is well, what many people have found really good. Soil needs manure, some sort of fresh organic material. And so what we're using is rabbit pellets from the rabbit. And apparently a good thing about rabbit pellets is you don't need to wait for them to age and break down. You can just use them right away. So that's super good. We have a rabbit in a cage over there and it poops in the same spot all the time, so we just go under and gather it and we just spread it onto the soil in the garden before we plant, mix it in, and it will provide enough organic material for the soil to thrive. And also another component of good soil is having carbon in it, because soil needs enough air, and so if you mix carbon into it, it'll break down and produce this fungus called mycelium. And that mycelium kind of grows like little roots, these little white looking root things, and that will break up the soil and provide enough air for the soil. And so planning on getting a wood chipper so that I can chip up all these massive piles of debris we have around here and then turn into wood chips. And then you spread the wood chips over the surface of your soil. That will well, one, it will actually protect against weeds, but it provides enough air so that air can still get through there into the soil, and as it decays, produces mycelium. And so next year you just kind of work it into the soil and add your rabbit poop again if you need to, put more wood chips on, and your soil will just be amazing. And that's really all it is. It's not complicated. You can make compost tea if you want, to like help out plants that aren't doing so well in like certain areas. And to do that, you get certain leaves, and well, there's a lot of ways to do that. And you just put in water and kind of let all the nutrients seep out of the organic material, and then you pour that on top of the plant. That'll help it out. And then another way, instead of rabbit poop, you could create manure or some compost type material with worms, and using vermiculture. And so you use the worms and they'll break down a whole bunch of organic material, and then you use that and you stick that in your garden. Or you can do the traditional compost method, which is you just gather all your scraps, food scraps and all that, you put them in a big bin. And you can do the slow compost method where you just let it over a year, it'll break down to soil, good soil, a lot of organic material in there. Or you can do the hot compost method, which basically you speed up the composting by flipping the compost into another section, let it sit there for a bit and flip into another section, and that'll help speed it up and make it super hot inside the pile and break everything down quite quickly. And depending how diligent you are with flipping it, you could get soil, good rich soil pretty quickly, maybe within a month, but I don't quite remember exactly. I haven't well, I helped Rob build a bed for that, but I haven't actually done it myself, so I can't really give too much information about it. But I can tell you with the rabbit stuff, I just take it out, I throw it up on here. They look like a bunch of Nesquik chocolatey balls, and I mix it in. And I don't really know exactly how much to add, but you just let that break down over time, and that should provide really good soil. The only issue we have here is this ground is super rocky and solid. You almost need like a pickaxe to break it, and so the roots can't really go down that far, and so that's a limitation. So what Rosemary did, she used a bunch of cardboard boxes and put more soil in those to raise it up so the plants can get more roots. But what I might do is build up this bed higher, and then we just add more. Well, as the rabbit poops more, we just keep adding the rabbit poop, or we get more soil from somewhere else and add it. But yeah, I'm excited to see how the garden does this year now with the rabbit poop and the wood chips, because Rosemary's been struggling to get stuff growing nicely here. So we'll see what we can do. Also, soil needs minerals as well, but um, so some people, they might buy rock dust, rock dust, um, and so theoretically, if you get rock dust, it's really good because rock has minerals that minerals from a long time ago, and the earth was a lot healthier a long time ago, and so you get those really rich minerals from the rock dust. In theory, I haven't tried it, so I don't know if it works either. But that could also be another thing if you test your soil and you don't have enough minerals, then maybe try rock dust. But yeah, it kind of comes down to you just have to know what your soil needs by testing it. And but if you don't know, like me, I haven't tested this. I don't know. I just throw a bunch of things that are good at it, and it should be good. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw out all these nice quick chocolate balls all over the different beds we have here, and hopefully it grows well by God's grace and blessing. Just cleaned out the strawberries so they can breathe. There's a bunch of leaves on them. But that's also another thing you could do as mulch or as carbon, like a bunch of dead leaves. But the only thing with leaves is when they get wet, they become super, like they all overlap, and then air can't really get through. So then it's not actually really that good. So, yeah, if you do use leaves, kind of mix it with, or what you could do, you could use like forest floor mulch. But then again, wood chips are just the best thing. Wood chips are the best. But yeah, those work as mulchers, like to stop stuff underneath from growing. Or you know what you could do? You could make it mostly leaves, like where there's nothing growing. You don't want it to grow, or whatever. And various other things like pine needles and all that. But then closer to your plants, don't put that there. Like maybe put it sparsely, and then if you can, try to like get a whole bunch of like sticks, like small sticks, break them up, sprinkle them all around there, and or just get wood chips. Wood chips are the best. I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna sprinkle it and try to kind of work it into the soil, kind of. But there's already plants growing, so I'll, like in that one, I'll probably just place it on there and hope that when it rains, the organic material leaches into the soil. And I'm also gonna clean up. These are raspberries, so I'm just gonna clean them up and clean a lot of that leaves off and stuff, and put some on there as well. So we'll see how these do this year. There, that looks quite cleaner. Put some of the rabbit stuff down there. Reduced it to 2 trellises. Straightened them. And you know, the rabbit stuff is everywhere now. I've mixed it all in. So even in all of these things. And now I'm going to take the leaves that were there, and I'm just going to lightly mix them into everything. And because if it's mixed in, they won't blow away. And if there's not a lot of them, then it won't suffocate the plants. So yeah, and it should convert to mycelium. So I literally only put like that much. Oh, it kind of looks like that when it's done. I actually just went and threw the leaves out because there were a whole bunch of strawberry runners in them, and I don't really want to spread strawberries all over the place randomly, as much as I love strawberries. But order is better than chaos. I want to also grow more perennials like sunchokes, Jerusalem artichokes they're also called. But we need to make a controlled bed for them, otherwise they'll just spread everywhere and you have to keep pruning them back. And for rosemary, that'd be too much work for her, so I'm gonna make some sort of setup so she doesn't need to do that. Also, Egyptian walking onions. So sorry for that abrupt ending to the gardening session. I just went to eat and then I completely just fell out of the train of thought for that. So this is days later. It is now definitely officially spring. Like down here where there's a lot of sun, there's no snow at all, so that's really great. I actually really like this spot. It's nice and open. But I noticed there is the chair I had by the river. It's like almost being taken away there. So I'm gonna go save the chair. I've been helping Dave move and he's almost out. It's a fun challenge and a good challenge and a character growing experience. This is a big tree that fell across the path. Look at that. If the top wasn't cut off, maybe it's dry and maybe it's good firewood, but I don't know. Oh, I mean it's dry. Well, maybe firewood. Yeah, the guy who owns the land here, he cleared this out last fall. Yeah, just roughly, so we have a little way to get down to the river, which is nice, because before it was so much bush. It was quite a workout to get down here. Yeah. So it's springtime, so a lot of water. Wow, that chair. I don't know how that chair is still there. I'm gonna need a stick to get that out. Oh man. Like literally, in the fall, this river was like tiny. Like it was just a little, like you could just walk across it and chill. Wow. Reminds me of Rob's place in Romania has a river too, and it rages like crazy in the springtime as well. You know what? Maybe this doesn't even need saving. It's pretty in there. I can't even pull it. But I kind of do want to sit down here sometimes. So. Okay. I saved it. It'd be nice to make the path look nice and stuff, but I don't really know how much longer I'm going to be here. Since I decided I'm not going to build an outpost here anymore, but I don't know. Kind of just, I'm letting God lead with things, and like I'm not ready to leave here yet, and I still want to build on skills and stuff. So in the meantime, if circumstances somehow change and it's becomes a better place to do that, then that would be awesome. But I mean, just looking at it all, it could be a really nice place. But I'm excited because I just bought a wood chipper, and but I still need to go pick it up because it's not registered and it's never had a paper trail, and yeah, and I want to pull it around on public roads, so I need to insure it. So it does have a VIN number, but yeah, I'm excited. If I get that sorted out so I can pull it, then yeah, I'm just excited to see where that goes. So yeah. I kind of want to start some kind of like land clearing um, business service thing, because I find it really satisfying just clearing really ugly looking land or property, or cleaning really ugly things and making them look really nice. Just basically transforming just complete utter ruin to complete utter like order and happiness, because that's what God wants to do for our characters. So when I do it physically with things, it just keeps reminding me of that, and it's encouraging. So, and also there's been studies that show that if you're physically in a clean and orderly environment, it helps your mind to be more clear and to think um, more sharply and things like that. So if I can be a blessing to people like that as well, you know, and also make some income, because I need to make income. I you know, but I want to help people at the same time. So it's yeah. So we'll see. I don't know how often I would do it, because I'm way out here. Maybe a couple once or a couple times a week or something, just to, you know, and yeah. But I want to see how the wood chipper works and stuff before I use it uh, for customers and stuff. So I really don't know what it is about, yeah, taking this like ugly pathway with all these ugly things, just weed whacking them all out, you know, and burning them or chipping them, carrying them away, getting rid of all these piles, you know, adding wood chips to this path, and like stuff like that, and it can completely transform this place. So I get a lot of satisfaction from that, and I love the physical aspect, the exercise you get from it, being in the sun, being in the open air. It's invigorating. I love it. And at the end of the day, you know you worked. Your body knows it. Your body knows it. And so, yeah, when I had my desk job, I always liked going to the gym at the end of the day. But why not make the job the gym? So, I don't know. I like the physical exertion, so as long as you don't overdo it and you don't break your body, then you're good. So, yeah. Anyways, guys. Also, the same applies to my face, because I just cut my hair and I shave and I feel like so much better. Like, it's amazing. Like, I literally feel, I don't know, feel like way better. I don't know how that works, man. It's just like something God just, it's like a scientific principle, or at least it should be. So please let me know if this video was helpful or valuable to you in any way. And let me know your thoughts about the methods I shared with gardening and whatever else in this video. And if you have some insight, please share in the comments. I would personally like to learn from it, because, you know, I'm just digging into it, and I know every field of knowledge is so incredibly deep, and there's almost no end to any subject. So I'm always looking to learn, and I believe God designed us all to be like that. That way we always continue to grow, and yeah, it's fun. I really like, I might be addicted to progression, which I think is good. I think it's good. But sometimes it's like, if I don't see progression, I get depressed, which isn't good, because sometimes you need to like go back to go forward. It's kind of like in business, how you need to spend money to make money. You gotta lose to gain. It's kind of also a biblical principle. Sometimes we gotta go through things that seem like they're wasting our time, or they're very slow, but in the end it'll put us where we need to be. So okay guys, take care and God bless. I'll see you in the next one.